Hi guys, Ethereal Awakening here doing individual zodiac sign readings. This one is for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, check your North Node. And I do want to say thank you to all the subscribers, new subscribers, existing subscribers, returning subscribers. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love doing this for you guys, and your growth in numbers every day is showing me that you appreciate me like I appreciate you. So, without further ado, Spirit, what message do we have for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Libra. Spirit, what messages do we have for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Libra. All right. Thank you in advance. So, current energy, Two of Swords, along with the Tower. Knight of Cups in the heart space. And the Ten of Rods in the heart space. And possible outcome, Ten of Cups, Five of Cups. And underlying energy, which you might not be aware of. Shut the front door. As you see, there's a big open door right there. The Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Three of Pentacles. So, something that these Libras that I'm speaking to, something that you've wanted to start, like you've wanted this thing to come together, like something you've been like, you can see it, you want to work with these people, you want that job, you want that relationship, you want your family to feel and do this. There's nothing in this underlying energy that says that's not going to manifest. Actually, this is the underlying energy of you will have your beginning. And it's a gift for you. You've worked hard, Libra. You're getting the gift that you've wanted to manifest. Your current energy is Two of Swords, the Tower. Tearing down. Boom, like as soon as you feel a mental block, anything that feels restrictive, anything that feels like you're having to force through, you are breaking down. You're like, nope, then that's not for me. If I have to force myself through some situation, God's trying to say, that's not for me. And you're recognizing that. You are taking down the Two of Swords every time you feel it. You're right. You get the Ace of Swords, you get to the Two of Swords, and you're like, Tower, not going to be there anymore. Not allowing my thoughts to be the restrictive thing that keeps me out of universal flow. Universal flow is that feeling like you're riding on the wave, like everything's going your way. That's when you recognize the force that we're putting in life is absolutely unnecessary. Libra, you are becoming how does Esther put it? Oh, receiving. You're in the receiving mode. This is cutting down any thought patterns that will take you out of the receiving mode. In your heart space, the burdens of anything going on around you, all you're doing is being compassionate towards them. Anytime you feel a little stressed, like they don't, you can see the compassionate side of it. You can see that caring moment. Perfect example, a couple times at work last night, I was working with some people who just like to be right. Do it this way. Or what are you doing? Like, constantly I'm like, and at first I was like, what the? I'm like, they don't know no better. They don't know no better. I just kind of shoot it on and kept going. Because I could have. I wasn't doing anything to them. Was doing what I was trained to do in my job. But here are these little peons, same level as me. Like, shut up and leave me alone? No, I'm not going to be like that. I'm like, okay, you get your... And I just left the situation. If you're going to come in, you're going to step in front of me, you're going to take my work, do my work. At one point, lady took the stuff from my hands and put it in one bin. It went in another bin. And I looked right at the sign and said, look, that was a lace curtain. You just, I said, you know what? I threw my hands up. I said, you know what? I will go do something else. I know how I was trained. If you're going to redo my work is better served someplace else. And I did. I went off and I worked on my very little lonesome. That energy, I remember being like that, being that clashing, but I'm not going to have somebody, take the work I've done and just trash it. That's not okay. So I left. Easily, navigated through. Just kind of seemed like that night at work where people were just like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing and I know what you're doing too. No, actually you don't. I have a better idea about what you're doing and I don't want to do that. So, and then in your possible outcome, the 5 of Cups with the 10 of Cups. This is the overcoming of the coulda, woulda, shouldas. This is like I just explained with a simple little, example of what happened with me last night at work. But, it's recognizing that 5 from 10 is 5. So there's a cycle right there. But when we have this present, when we have the 10 of Cups present, it's recognizing that all 5 cups are there. I have gone through some things. I do not need to proclaim them from a mountain. I do not need to justify anything. I just need to keep working on my emotional fulfillment because it's that important. What I want, my happiness, my fulfillment, my emotional resilience. There's a lot of emotional 5 of Cups, not so emotionally resilient. 5 of Cups sits in patterns where you're in that reverie over the past and what coulda, woulda, shoulda been, failing to see what's right behind you. If you just turned around and if you just gleaned the necessary lessons and you transmuted the karma, bad things happen to good people because good people have to endure what the badness so we can recognize how strong we are. This is taking the bad with the good. Turning around. He had to turn around to get up to the 5. So emotional resilience is in the 10 of Cups because we recognize things don't trigger me anymore. Not like they used to. I saw it last night. I felt it a couple times. Like taking my work and just like, you didn't even have to do that, all that, but it wasn't I'm not going to sit there and say, you didn't have to do that. I just exited. Recognizing that my emotional well-being, my mental peace is way more important than whatever those jokers, are going to be doing. And they'll either get it or they won't. It's not my job. My job is to help those who want to be helped, to guide those who want guidance. I've gotten to this point through hard work and learning my own emotional resilience. And this is for some Libras that are right along with me. So, an advice card from the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors deck by Alex Gray. Spirit, what advice do we have for Libra? Spirit, what advice do we have for Libra? All right. Thank you in advance. All right. We've got the Yin card. Asian woman. Skin, largest organ of the physical anatomy, details our individuality. Inner systems exist similarly in all people, regardless of race or sex. Skin makes our differences obvious. Identifying self as other races and sexes, feeling prejudices and sympathies arise, integrating with our collective family, human family. Almond-eyed yellow queen with straight black mane, phoenix power of the Orient, reflect on your history, imagine your future, reflection on yin. And the yin energy is that creative energy that springs forth, the ideas and the the driving force. It's all the ideas. It's that mental knowing and creativity that gives us everything in life. When you balance it with, of course, the yang energy, that's what makes it come into fruition. So this is a call to find your creative path, because what you've accomplished in emotional balance creates a very motivated energy to really provide this Ace of Pentacles not only to yourself but to your brothers and sisters who are trying to come along behind you. So I hope this has helped, Libra. Thanks.